super excited to show you guys how easy this floor was to do. Awesome color, super vibrant, and you're gonna learn it all right here at Leggari.com. All right, here we go again, guys. One of a kind every time. Our metallic epoxy system. I like to push up to the edge and then pull away. And usually you would have trim going up, so you wouldn't really have to get up under the sheetrock. But we don't have trim out here, so I already know it's a little thin through there, so I'm gonna just run this down there real quick. Now I'll start going all the way down the floor. Look, I can kind of see through here, see through there, so I know I got a thin spot, so I'll just bring a little over to it. Right now, got another little thin spot up here. And the reason I'm not wearing a mask is because our resin doesn't have VOCs. It's not like your typical polyaspartics or your epoxies that your grandpa used to use, or resins that would wipe out a whole city block and get the fire department called on you. It's nothing like that. There's no chemical smell. There's nothing to evaporate off of them. It's 100% solids. But the fact that it's so easy to move around is a huge part of being able to do a successful install without having experience. Now that I know I'm kind of rolled out, I'm going to just kind of lightly thin the floor out because I got some thick spots. And usually you'll have the material be a lot thicker out on the middle, not towards the edges really. And that's okay because you don't need a nice thick edge. See how I'm tilting it and I'm working my way out to the edge? And I'll come back and tilt it again so the material's kind of pushing away out to the edge here. Because I know all this is kind of thin out here. But you have so much working time with our products that it just makes it simple. So now that I'm pretty confident with how that's rolled out, take the roller, and I know it's nice and thick out here, so I'm going to start rolling this out here first, where I know it's nice and thick. Get my edges good, and always de-shed your nap rollers. And what that means is wrapping tape around it and pulling it off a couple times. That'll pull off any sticky or any hairs that are going to fall out in your resin. So now just real quick, wall to wall. And like we always say, you want that roller to be quiet. That means you got a good even coat everywhere. See how it kind of sounds sticky right here? There's not that much product. So I know I'm really thick right in here because I just rolled it. So I'm gonna pull some of this material. I'm not even applying a lot of pressure. That's how kind of thick it is. I'm gonna move this material right over to here. Kind of spread that out a little. That's why you wanna leave your magic trowel out on the floor with you. Now when I roll this, it's not gonna sound sticky. And that's what you're after. And you can even use this roller as a squeegee. I mean, if I wanted to push some material, I could push it. So we're just going wall to wall. And notice how thick our product goes down. This is at 45 square foot a gallon. It makes it easier to roll out. It hides imperfections better. And if stuff lands in it, debris, dust, it will actually sink into the epoxy because it is so thick. So notice how I didn't push it right up to the edge because it's such a thick edge. We've coated this so many times. I don't want it to just run off, so I'm gonna just roll that in with the roller. Just get right up to that. Maybe turn it around. Okay, now I'm confident I'm done with the squeegee. So I'll set this on where I'm gonna get off the floor at. Finish rolling. And you can also, if you're not gonna cross roll the floor, which I mean like cross roll this way, at least do your edges. That way you get nice and tight up to the edge. But I always like to just cross roll real quick. I mean, you can see how fast I'm doing it. And if you're doing small enough sections, you won't have an issue doing this. But notice how fluid the material is. Notice how it's not sticky. It moves really easy, and that's why we're gonna get such good modeling and marbleization with this product. All right, now we're ready for highlighting. Now again, guys, you don't want to pour too much out and then run out. You want to make sure you can get it all over before you run out. And I'll kind of show you. I'll just run out. I'll run out and I'll show you. Say you you ran out and you had to add some more. It's real simple to just scoop some back up in the bucket. You can use a putty knife, whatever. You're gonna have gray mixed in with it, but at least you're gonna get some color back. So you can just do something like this. And see, I'm getting some color back that way. And you can do it a couple times. Now say you had a miss spot, I don't know. We'll just say we had a miss spot right here. So I would come and I would pour some out right there, maybe add a little right there. You know, and now you're gonna have, at least you're gonna have some color where you wouldn't have had it before. Now what I like to do is add some color on the edges randomly. Try to get up real close to the edges. so it looks like the floor is going underneath the wall. And you don't have to use all the highlights. I'm just gonna use all this, get it all out. So now, just gonna swirl the floor. And again, guys, you can do more highlights, you can do less, you can swirl it more. There's so many different ways to do these floors. But it's always good to work your way out so you're not stepping and leaving cleat marks in the epoxy, you know, so you don't have to walk back out there. If you're doing some kind of dispersing or spraying some metallic pigments and some alcohol, you would obviously have to walk out there again. Get a little more here, so I'll just get it on my roller. So that's pretty much it. Notice how there's hardly any bubbles out there, laid out pretty flat. Really awesome product. Look how awesome this is already looking. It's marbleizing, it's flowing out. It's really starting to model. We've misted the surface with denatured alcohol, so you kind of get some of these crater looks. But how cool is that? It's only been like 20 minutes, guys. It's gonna look even better in an hour or two. One of a kind every time. So if you guys show up the next day after you did your floor install and you see a bunch of debris, bubbles, whatever you have that may have landed in the surface, before you apply the top coat, you can sand it down, get it flat, remove any of those debris or bubbles, and then you can apply your top coat. So I'm just gonna show you how we do it. We use an orbital like floor buffer with 120 grit sand and screen, and we're just gonna hit the floor, and then we'll vacuum it, wipe it clean, and then we'll apply the top coat. And it's got 2 speeds, so I'm gonna slow it down a little bit. No sense in going fast. So we got it all sanded. Now we're gonna vacuum it, and then we'll wipe it clean real quick with some denatured alcohol. All right, we vacuumed it up good. Now I'm gonna spray denatured alcohol on the floor and wipe it with a rag. I've already did this half of the floor. But look how good it looks. You can't even really tell we sanded it, and then that when we apply our urethane top coat, it's gonna bring back the color and make it pop hard. It's more of a matte finish right now. And we do have matte finish top coats if that's what you're into and that's what you want. They look really cool. They're not glossy. It's just like a really dull surface, and a lot of people like that. Would rather have that than a high gloss surface. So all this denature is doing is cleaning any contaminations off the floor. And if you don't have a well ventilated area, you'll want to wear a mask. I mean, we're in a big warehouse, so you don't even really smell it. So that's pretty much it. Wipe it clean, and a good way to test once you're done is just run your hand on it. And if your hand comes out clean and not dusty, it's obviously clean. All right, so we've sanded, we've wiped it clean. Now we're gonna apply our water-based urethane. We're gonna be using our high gloss urethane. We have a matte finish urethane. So it just depends on the look that you're going for. We'll show you guys in other videos what the matte finish looks like. But there's nothing else out there like our urethane. It's super easy to install. You dip and roll. It has a long pot life, a lot of working time. So I always dip it, start out in the middle of the floor, and then just go edge to edge. And you'll notice it has like a bluish tint to it. That's so you can kind of see where you've already rolled out. Because if it was perfectly clear, it would be hard to tell where you've rolled. So when you're applying this, just make sure you roll it out really good. It's got to go on really thin. That's what it's designed to do. Just make sure you get it rolled out really good. A couple times, do a couple passes, and then on your final pass, just do a nice, simple back roll, just like that. Start at the wall, do a nice, simple back roll. This will help minimize any roller lines. Then go dip again. But once that goes clear, it'll be high gloss. It'll bring all the colors back. Look really good.
Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. We had a fun time making it for you. Don't forget to stay up to date with all the new techniques and videos we're releasing by subscribing to our YouTube channel, subscribing and liking our Facebook page, Instagram. Again, thank you. This was fun.